paid those 2 tickets, they told me I could go ahead and go to the Secretary of State and get it situated. But I wanted to get this out the way just so I would cross all my.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I have an appointment today at 10 o'clock, so I'm going to go get my permit all over again.
Okay. Anything else you want me to know? All right. All right. So on the expired ops, $500 fines and costs. Can you pay it today or do you need to talk options?
I can pay it today.
Go downstairs, get a smile out of our cashier. You're welcome. You as well. Albert, is it Ciotti? How do you say it? Ciotti? Mr. Bowditch.
Jeff Bowditch, 45367, appearing on behalf of, and we can Mr. Ciotti, sir. Tell Judge your name for the record, please.
Yes, Albert Ciotti.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, today's the date that I'm framing in this matter from the reading of the state. Well, I have a chance to pre-trial this case, Your Honor. We have an executed plea agreement in which Mr. Ciotti will be pleading guilty to the fighting, with the understanding the matter will be taken under 771 for a period of 6 months. With the understanding that Mr. Ciotti's allegations by the court that the matter will be considered for dismissal at that time.
Thank you. You understand your rights and options after discussing those with Mr. Bowditch?
Yes.
And you understand the possible penalty for the assault and battery or the violent behavior charge?
Yeah.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to the charge? Doing so freely and voluntarily?
Are you pleading freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
All right, so February 6, 2026, were you fighting with Mr. Ellis in Huron Township? Satisfied? So am I. What should I know before I sentence?
An unfortunate incident, thank you, weather. They live in the same park, but they don't see each other, but they have no
Okay.
isolated incident.
Are you working, sir?
Disabled with back injury.
All right. Anything you want me to consider before I sentence you? No magic answer. I'm just giving you a chance to talk if there's anything you want to share. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Can you stay out of contact with Mr. Ellis?
Oh, yeah. I ain't got no reason to go near him,
All right.
other than driving by his house on the way home.
Well, just drive by like this and you're fine. You can't drive by like this.
I ain't got no reason, had no reason.
All right.
No, this guy.
All right. I'll delay sentence for 6 months. Stay out of trouble. No new criminal charges. No contact with him. Court costs are assessed amount of $500. Can you pay it today? Can you pay $500 today? Go downstairs and make arrangements. They'll tell you what your options are.
Go downstairs.
Andrew Irving.
Oh, yeah.
You had a question about work program, sir?
Yeah, I didn't realize that the 4 days work was during the week. I work 4 AM to 2:30 in the afternoon, Monday to Friday.
Who you work for?
Republic Waste.
Oh, you said that.
Anything else I could do? I mean, I could go try to get them to change my days off. But I don't know if they will or not.
Heather, what's Vanessa's number?
17.
Hey, do you have any idea how close we are to scheduling our weekends? No, I mean, the guys we're hiring, yeah. All right, so I think I'm just gonna have Irving come down and schedule and just schedule them for, you know, like, or even if you want, just give them a review to contact you to set up, but I'm thinking just schedule, some weekends in April. Yeah, okay, all right. All right, so we're expanding the weekend program, we're just not there yet. So I'm gonna have you go down and set up a schedule to start like after next month. So after March, start it in April. All right?
So come back here and set it up in April. Or...
No, just go downstairs, right? And she'll pick a couple weekends with you in April.
Good.
All right? Good luck. You're welcome.
names.
Oh, King and Burgess.
You know, one of the problems I've had with my wife, I have no idea what's going on. Right? So one of the things I've learned through this process is she's on Lipitor. A statin,
Yeah,
right? You know how many times she's heard me tell somebody a story about when my doctor wanted to put me on Lipitor when I was 45 or 6 years old, right after I got back from Africa the first time we went, or the only time we all went. And my story was always like, I said, no, I'm not doing it. Why not? I'm not going on meds for the rest of my freaking life. There's got to be another option.
because isn't that for,
Cholesterol.
yeah, yeah.
Right. Right. Well, first of all, my cholesterol's fine because since then I've had my carotids up ultrasound and they're like wide open. They're not, so there's no appearance of.
So there's no reason to,
There's no sign. Well, and at the time I told my gynecologist partner, I'm like, why in the world do they want me on meds forever? He says, because it's your cholesterol. I said, yeah, but my understanding is the high numbers on my cholesterol are an indication that I could have arterial sclerosis. Not that I do have it. He said, yeah. I'm like, well, there's got to be a test so they know if I've got it or not. He said, there is. I said, then why don't they give me the test? He said, because it costs $1,000. I said, so my insurance company would just as soon put me on statins for the next 50 years than pay $1,000 to say they don't have to put me on statins.
yeah, they're gonna reach 1,000 easy.
Easy. He said, welcome to healthcare in America. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. He said, it doesn't. But fast forward, I don't know how many years, it wasn't a lot. But somebody had turned me onto a book that how we do healthcare wrong in the West, basically Western civilization.
Yeah.
And I was reading it, and one of the things they said is talking about that kind of stuff and saying that they don't even do the right tests. So one thing that everybody should have before they do any kind of a heart treatment is they should get this done. I'm like, oh, all right. So the next time I go and see my doctor, I'm like, so for a checkup, I'm like, so I want to get my carotid arteries ultrasound. He said, it's not a bad idea. He said, I don't know if your insurance company will cover it. I'm like, not even with my headaches? He said, what headaches? Tell me more. I said, I get headaches. I said, and I can't tell you how often. I said, I might go months without them, and I might have a couple episodes a month. But the first thing I notice is either my peripheral vision starts to close in, or I start getting tingling my hand or my arm. I said, and then my vision keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And after 20 minutes or so, it just goes away. He said, oh, so they probably covered for that. And I'm not even, no, that was true. And I had done some research and I figured it was some kind of a migraine. He said, yeah, they'll probably cover it. So he wrote it up because that's also a sign that your blood flow being shut off.
Oh,
Tingling,
yeah, I know, right.
vision closing.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a sign that your brain's starting for oxygen, which means it's starting for blood.
Yeah.
I got that out of this book, right? So he's like, yeah, they'll probably cover it. So he sent me for the ultrasound. They said, couldn't be better. So every time I get my high cholesterol numbers, I just ignore them because I always run high.
Right.
But my point is, she's heard me tell that story 1,000 times.
She's never had her check, just to,
And she's never said, well, you know, I'm
how long has she been in that? Or you don't know?
well, it doesn't matter at this point.
Right. Wow. So I heard you talking, so when she came home, what was how many hours is she doing the medication?
Oh, well, the old meds she was on, the 2 antibiotics she was on the first round, those only took like an hour plus to do.
So is it like a drip bag?
Yeah, it's an IV, right? But instead of going in a vein, it's going into a port, the PICC line that's already inserted, right? So the new one, the new course, because there's 2 antibiotics, the one is Viomoxidil and Vio something. And it's kind of like heavy duty, but they don't like to prescribe it, you don't have to. And my understanding is it's heavy duty for 2 reasons. Number one, it can do damage, right? So they got to really keep an eye on your blood work. So they're taking blood work once a week. But it is a real, you can't push it in real quick. So I think Diane told me it's over 3 hours for that one. Plus, when that one's done, then you got to do another one that goes like a half hour.
Wow.
But yeah, it's turned into this like 3.5, 4 hour process.
Once a day, though.
Every day,
Okay, but at least it's not the 2 times you weren't sure what was gonna
Right.
happen. Okay.
right? Yeah, so I just talked to Cheyenne today. And told her when the home healthcare nurse gets there today, talk to him, because I'm thinking if we say, look, this is just too much for the family to handle, we need a home healthcare nurse. Even if we just have a nurse come over and get us started and Cheyenne finishes or vice versa.
Okay.
I said, I'm guessing my insurance will cover that. And God knows we're well over our deductible for the year. I said, and if that doesn't work, I was talking to Mary Ann, and they found someone like an aunt of one of the son-in-laws, or, some kind of connection to the family, local lady. They were paying her $25 an hour to come up and hang out with her mom when her mom was recuperating. And she was doing a lot of stuff, not
Around the house.
like that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
She said she would cook for mom. She helped mom with all her recuperation stuff.
Good.
I'm like, okay, yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
I'll pay the woman for a couple hours.
This is what we're doing with, her name's Lucy. She, we would pay her to come over and just be there with grandma just in case. But she would always get bored, so she was always cleaning.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, exactly. Because, yeah, it worked out because she used to be a, ICU nurse at Henry Ford.
Terrific.
Once COVID came, they wanted her to get the shot. She's like, no.
Good for her.
So she quit.
Yeah.
So she was living off of her, savings.
Yeah. Where's she from? No, I mean, where's she live?
I don't know if it was South Beach, but she had a boyfriend way out, like
Okay.
almost an hour away, who had a farm. So these days she was here, and then in the summer, she's like, it's gonna be really hard in the summer because we're always on the farm, and she would come here, but she was always scheduled, I think it was Wednesday, and that's how we found her, from our friends. And
Mhm.
she would go over there and sit with her for a couple hours and clean, and that's how we found her. And she was godsend. We
Yeah.
loved her. She was awesome.
Well, and when I came home Tuesday and Shannon was just wrapping up and it was well over 3 hours, I said, ladies, this is not sustainable.
Mm-mm.
I said, Susie, she can't be here 3 hours every day.
Right.
It's just not sustainable.
Yep.
If nothing else, she's got to come hook you up and go home and do her own stuff and come back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's working out great because while she's there, she's cleaning them, she's putzing around, and
But after a couple days, the cleaning
and
is
she's got her own
done.
house to do.
Exactly.
She's got her own house now. Now, as you know, sometimes Dad's home, so it's like a break from the kids. But
Mhm. Right. Wow. Every day. 3 hours, or 3.5 actually. This is the one, I guess we can do it at the, or we can do it at the end. That's the Caitlin one. Bunch of-
oh yeah. Hey, do me a favor. Tell Caitlin that I've got an item to talk to her about whenever she gets a chance. Yeah, thanks. Good morning. Did the other attorney show up for
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. I made it. But one hasn't shown. No, it's so.
Is it?
Yeah. So what one
The
that?
last name is so.
Oh, it's the.
Is it on March?
Oh, I see it. Oh, didn't we ever have him with him before?
I don't think so.
No? Yes, and he called in, and I mean, it was his name. Don't explain anything. You were going to go chat with the prosecutor and he was in no.
We're here for the 6 one.
Sure. Hey, Heather.
Yeah.
They're right in here.
Give me just a minute.
Yeah.
Do we still have a trial on with that jury time?
March. Yes, I think only one went down. And we still have, but at least we have one more.
Go over this?
And there are ones on March 5th. One is being adjourned and the other one we're gonna have.